Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's almost time!
What it do, and welcome to another episode excuse me, of It's Almost Time. I'm kind of the host, ref / ninja with his shirt off, Trash Panda Coop. And yeah, for right now we just got red corner, blue corner is taking a COVID test. So we're gonna introduce A1 right now. You know, we making sure he's cleared to be on It's Almost Time.
Yeah, well, and just so I can hold true to my promise, I asked a couple questions in the synopsis for this week's episode. I said we're going to be bringing some other MMA and fight news, and one of the questions was, will Conor make his return at UFC 303? Like, is it actually going to happen? Another question was, is Mike Tyson and Jake Paul actually going to fight? Like what's happening? It sounded like that's been postponed. But my final question for the fans was, is Paul ever going to quit hating? And I can confidently give you an answer that it's no. He is always going to be a hater. But that's what we bring you here at It's Almost Time. We all do our part, and Paul is exponentially well at the haterade.
Hate. You feel me? No, yeah, so I ended up out of Cho's spot for this one, and I want to say that needs to be a once a week thing for my dogs because they ain't did shit all day.
Nah, so they wore out still from yesterday, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they just went outside right now. But like all day they've been like going out, doing their shit, coming back, laying down.
Yep. No, they had a big day. They learned how to swim a little bit, got their first boat ride. It was some good times all together. I appreciate you coming out and the hospitality that you brought with you with your charcuterie. I know a lot of people did appreciate that, and you turned me on to some green salsa. I don't like green shit. And why don't you tell me about how good the fucking salsa was? Like,
this was some good ass salsa.
It was all in all,
I was good when we left, but by the time I got home, like I literally came in, took my shoes off. I don't remember passing out.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it. I think I tried to crack another one right as y'all was leaving. I got one out the fridge, had it posted up, and I said, "No, I need some water."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, man, I'm
gonna do my best to get these recaps as far as what happened with the fights. But just full disclosure, we was on a boat watching the fights, so that was a first for me. It was definitely a first of many, I hope, because that was a lot of fun. That's how you're supposed to be watching these fights. It's on a boat.
On a boat, mother. Well, I got a little ass TV I can bring the next time if we got some power source.
Bro, yeah, no, I'll find a battery to bring. I mean, if that's what it takes, man. I think long term too, we trying to get a screen out back by the hot tub, so that way you can literally be in the hot tub, watching on a nice screen, enjoying the fights, enjoying whatever it is you're doing. Yeah, parents got a decent setup. I got to give them a lot of props for that because it make it hard to come home. I'm here and I'm like, man, I ain't got shit to do for activities.
Gotta go take care of dogs.
Yeah, man, or something. Speaking of, these motherfuckers barking out there. But we'll jump right back. We'll jump right into it anyways. Last night was UFC Fight Night Live. IMAVOV versus Cannoneer, or Nasruddin Imavov versus Jared Cannonier.
Word up.
Night started out with a little bit of controversy, not like super big controversy, but I mean, it was enough that like I know the angle that they're trying to push or what they're trying to do, so I get why it went that way.
Right.
But first fight was Ryan Dos Santos versus Pooja Tomar, who is one of two.
Pooja Tomar.
Yeah, she's one of two active Indian fighters, I think, on the UFC roster at this point. It's her, and it is I think he's a bantamweight, but Anshu Jubli.
Yeah.
And Jubli had
and then the most famous Indian fighter, Dawson, from Street Fighter 2.
There you go. They need to sign him.
Yeah, he put everybody on the map. He put on India.
Yep. But Dos Santos versus Tomar. This was there was some back and forthness to it. It wasn't anything like too exciting from what I remember. I mean, they was doing their thing. This is before we got out on the boat, so we was actually watching this and I was paying attention. After 3 rounds, I thought Dos Santos had won. I thought she did enough. I just felt like the pressure was better. Octagon control. She hit the better shots. Don't get me wrong, Tomar had her moments, but I thought that this was Dos Santos's fight.
Tomar had like 3 knockdowns off side kicks, man.
No, and that's one thing I will give Tomar some credit for. Her pressure to the body and them side kicks and them spinning kicks. She was eating up Dos Santos's body.
Yeah.
But that aside, I still felt like that. Yeah, Dos Santos did more. I thought she did more than enough to win that fight, and it came down to a split decision. Tomar won. Give me a quick 30. You entertain these folks. I gotta.
Was that Tomar's debut fight?
Yes, her UFC debut.
Okay,
I'll be right back though.
Word up. So yeah, she she got a dangerous ass side kick to the body. That shit was cold. She like push kick, knockdown, rush. Shit was bad. But shouts out to Tomar. Let me pull up my notes. And then after that, we got to see Cody Stamann and Taylor Lapilus.
Yep, Stamann, I think.
Stamann, is that how you say that?
Stamann.
And Lapilus ended up milking out the decision.
Yeah,
I believe it was unanimous.
Yeah, it was unanimous, and I'll tell you what, Stamann made it closer there in the end. That 3rd round, it felt like it was up for grabs, and he might have got it swung. But yeah, I think unanimous decision for Taylor Lapilus. Because this is a Frenchman.
Yep.
He trying to get a name like
Kentucky.
Yeah, he trying to get a name like his fellow Frenchman, aka my cereal's gone. At least that's what my son calls cereal gone. Is my cereal's gone.
He still has the best walkout entrance in the last 5 years.
Oh, if you're talking for hype stealing, yes.
Yeah, like against Derek Lewis.
Yeah, I knew exactly what you was talking about.
That shit was crazy.
I think we was watching that at your place when that happened, and you said, "No, he took the wind right out of Lewis's tail." Or was
we were in Houston for that.
Ooh, shit.
No, yeah, that was because we had touched down and got fucked up and almost missed the whole event. And like got there right as like we saw like the co-main and the main basically. And I was like, this was worth it. You came out in Derek Lewis's hometown.
It's still tipping,
which is the Houston anthem, nigga. One of many. On with a dude who ain't even from Houston.
Yeah. No, it came out and like Lewis is from Houston.
Lewis is from Houston. Cyril came out to still tipping. The fucking the arena started levitating.
Oh, I believe it, man. They said, okay, he might be French, but he's one of us.
Yeah, but he's us now. Yeah.
That's
that
probably what gave him the aura to win that fight too. He took the win right out the sails. I think Lewis heard it backstage. Was like, "Oh shit!"
Like fuck, because Lewis came out to some old country ass shit, and I'm like,
he came out to the same thing he always come out to. I can't think of the name of the song, but like it's his staple walkout theme. But I'm like, nah, bro,
fam.
you in Texas, like,
yeah, you in hometown.
You show your place some love, and he failed to do so, and he paid the price for it.
He did.
But yeah, no, Leveless won unanimous decision.
And then the next fight was Denise Gomes and Eduardo Moira, who was undefeated up until, I guess, Denise got in that ass. I didn't see this one personally, but I wanted to.
I don't think I did either, and if I did, I didn't see much of it because I think this is the transition period when we was getting the boat together, getting all the supplies, all the activities ready. But yeah, Gomes stole it, barely took her O, but it counts because it was a split decision. It was split,
yeah. Because I saw the fight or two before that from Moira, and I was like, yeah, she got some stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? But I know Denise Gomes ain't no hoe.
Oh, obviously.
So yeah, if she got that, then she deserved that.
Yep. This next fight too. This is kind of this. I think it was those two. I kind of didn't get to see a whole lot of Daniel Marcos versus John Castaneda. Yeah. Castaneda, if memory serves me right, he been on a little bit of a skid.
Yeah.
And it didn't get any better for him last night. Looks like he lost a unanimous decision to Daniel Marcos. So Marcos making himself a name at 135, trying to work his way up that order.
And he's undefeated in 135? With one no contest. Marcos.
Okay.
Damn. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you're not even numbered and you're undefeated. And this motherfucker's that's colder than you.
Oh, no, he's straight up 16-0.
Yeah, he's 16-0, and he's not numbered.
That's crazy. Shavkat's 18-0 and is like top 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, no,
I don't think Nakamura's numbered and he's undefeated. Peyton Talbot's not numbered.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Talbot within the next fight or two is going to be numbered. He's going to be ready. Yeah. There ain't no stopping that.
Man. Do you feel me? That nigga's really Ryu out here.
Like, man. Nah, bro. Like, I kind of got offended for Simon when you picked against him, but you're like, nah, bro, you don't understand. This
Look, I watched the motherfucking Contender Series. He had a fight less than 3 months after that, and then he had another fight, and I said, oh my God. This was like watching Ryu from Street Fighter to Street Fighter 2 to Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You know what happens after that.
You rocking the Rebo Kicks as the nickname tonight.
Yeah,
I see you.
I see that, man. Let me take that monkey stuff off.
But yeah, Castaneda Castaneda dropped the dub. Unanimous decision win for Daniel Marcos. So obviously, 16-0 now. They probably going to step up his level of competition. And don't get me wrong, I think Castaneda is like one of them that's right on the border of being ranked. Yeah. So my guess is the next person that they're going to give Marcos is going to be ranked.
Yeah. Yeah, fam. It's a lot of they just need to have, I don't know why. They need to have like a mostly to all bantamweight card, nigga. And
bro,
shit around real quick.
That shit would be action packed. It would be a lot. It would be fast.
Yeah, it would be. Like we only had 8 fights scheduled for tonight, but you know what I'm saying.
Combined
down in 45 minutes.
Yeah, combined cage time of 23 minutes between all 8 fights.
Cause like I can't even outside of like, O'Malley, like I can't really think of anybody in the top fucking 15. Like everybody I know is like coming up, and you know what I mean? I need to look.
While you look, and I'll just cover this one. This is again where we kind of came in. It was the Montana De La Rosa and Andrea Lee fight. We pulled up the app on the smartphone out on the lake, and this was a back and forth fight. But really, I think what sealed it was that third round, and especially that final minute of the third round. De La Rosa was able to put it on Lee, get the takedowns, get some damage, and end it in a dominant position. And again, that's the last thing the judges are going to see.
Yeah.
Going into that scorecard, she actually won a split decision over Andrea Lee. But I like De La Rosa's performance in that. I think I had her riding in a parlay or something like that. So I was pulling for her. But the fact she eked it out, she showed some toughness, a little bit of grit, and earned that dub there at the end. Might have stole the fight from Lee, really.
All right, dig this shit, right? So, who we say? Peyton Talbot, Rinya Nakamura, and then who's another killer? Who we just say? Who was the homie that was 16-0? Marcos?
Oh, Marcos, yep.
Okay. So, I feel like maybe not O'Malley, right? We'll leave him out because he's the champ. And, like, he really, like, has a skill set above everybody else I'm finna name, right?
Okay.
So we got Marab, who's decent. Corey Sandhagen, who's decent. Number 3 is Jan. He's straight. 4 is Cheeto Vera. He takes a minute to get going, but once he does, he's the juggernaut.
Yep. I like that analogy.
Henry Cejudo, he's okay. Davison Figueiredo, I haven't seen really do anything since Moreno.
Yeah. Yeah, Figueiredo looked all right against Garbrandt at 300.
He did, yeah. You're right. But still, it's like, okay. Like, all your stuff leading up to Moreno was spectacular, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like highlight reel quality.
Yeah. Song Yadong, he's all right. Jose, I don't even know why he's still ranked.
Who, Aldo?
He was done, yeah. Because he was done, and then he came back, and like, you're number 8. Rob Font, Umar Nurmagomedov, which, okay, you know what I'm saying? Kyler Phillips.
Hey, you named both of them, so I got to touch on it. I think it's early September or late August. Umar Nurmagomedov and Corey Sandhagen facing off. And I'm chomping at the bit ready to see that fucking fight, man. I think that is going to be a great fight. And I think Sandhagen's going to humble Umar.
So, again, out of all of those because Umar's number 10. So I'll just stop right there unless you want the last 5.
No, run them last 5.
Kyler Phillips.
Murderer's Row.
Kyler Phillips, Mario Batista, Dominic Cruz, Jonathan Martinez, Pedro Munoz.
I'm surprised that Cruz is still even in the top 15 right now.
Now, what I'm saying is, out of that top 15 that I named, with the 3 that I named previously, I think the only one that would give any of them 3 problems is Nurmagomedov.
You think so?
He's the only one. Out of everybody, like I said, minus O'Malley, because he's on a different level. He's got the best wrestling. And I don't think anybody, like maybe Jan comes the closest to takedown defense that could fuck with him.
Pieter?
But even still.
I could agree with that. I just, again, I feel like probably what will happen is he'll get somebody in between 10 and 15, and it's going to be like the last 2-3 fights that we've seen from Talbot. He gonna eat them up.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is here in the next, if not this year, definitely within 2 years, we're gonna see a lot of different names in bantamweight.
Oh, there is for sure, because that number 10 through 15, I think 2 of them are on their way out. I love Pedro Munoz, but I don't see him being ranked in the next 12 months.
Or Dominic.
I can see both of them dropping off. I can see most of that top, 10 through 15.
But yeah, I'm saying, dog, I'm saying from like Cejudo down is getting ready to go.
Gotcha. And then, okay, so just take a small little breather from the card. There's been some drama going on with this upcoming pay-per-view at the end of the month, UFC 303. Obviously, if you follow MMA and shit, even if you don't follow MMA, you're probably aware UFC 303 is a return, or supposed to be the return of the notorious one, Conor McGregor. There was supposed to be a press conference last like Monday or Tuesday in Dublin, Ireland, in Conor's home country, with all the Irish fans. They straight pulled it. They straight pulled it, though. It was on, and then it wasn't. You got a press release from Conor saying, "Hey, it's out of our control. There's not a whole lot we can do about it, but this is why." And didn't get a whole lot more on that. Now there's been a flip flop for this past week. Is Conor fighting? Is he not? Is he fighting? Is he not? Word is that they've been reaching out to a lot of their top talent to see maybe if they needed to get a replacement fight. They probably got it in the works, or got people on standby if it does need to happen. But people are wondering, is Conor actually coming back?
No.
You don't think so?
Because if he was, he would have been did it. He would have fought after Ultimate Fighter like they were supposed to.
So
like you're not exempt. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think it was like, you think it's all just publicity, just trying to get a buzz going, and then it's just he ain't about that life anymore?
He hasn't fought in long enough to where if you haven't been consistently training all this time, I don't think you're not going to do anything. And so I get that right now he can put asses in seats. But I don't care how much of a personality you are. If you keep losing, motherfuckers don't stop showing up.
Well, yeah, he's on back-to-back losses against. I mean, he lost to Poirier, who just fought for the lightweight title. So it's not like he's fighting bums. But nah, he got knocked out their second go at it, and then their last one, obviously, he broke his fucking ankle. Like snapped his fucking foot.
I feel like after Khabib, we ain't seen Conor McGregor no more. Like, we've been seeing the clone.
Oh yeah, no, and Khabib been living rent free in Conor's head ever since, because he's still calling him a rat. He's still talking all this shit, and
he up there squatting, nigga.
Yeah, nah, for real. And Khabib ain't even in the fight game anymore.
Nope.
And he still can't talk about it. But see, what I would have loved to have seen happen, and it would have been a little bit of a name bias too, because he's been so inactive. But I felt like if Conor and Chandler fought, if Conor got the dub, what was going to happen is they was going to line up and give him a shot against Islam. Just the history between those two camps, that has the potential of being one of the highest selling pay-per-views of all time. Just off a name.
No, I get it.
But would he have been deserving of it? Fuck no. But again, it's Conor McGregor. He can put asses in seats. But again, I don't know how this is playing out, because you hear DC is talking about they're unsure. Ariel Helwani, I can't really stand him. I go through phases. Sometimes I can tolerate Helwani, and then other times I'm like, dude, just shut your cuck ass up. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that dumb shit.
Like I said, if they replace DC with Laura Sanko, I wouldn't be mad.
Bro, I don't get. Well, I know where the hate's coming from. Why people hate on Sanko? It's just because she's a woman. That's the only reason.
But she knows all her shit just like everybody else does.
Bars.
Man. Get off her dick, nigga. And Megan O'Leary, I need to holler at you real quick, all right? I need you to bring back the claw, man. We missed the claw. I don't know who told you that shit was stupid, but it ain't.
Nah, I guarantee you, she got on TikTok or Instagram Reels and saw the comments and was like, "Oh, I do be doing that," and then just quit. Please don't. That was your fucking trademark.
That's your trademark. That's your low-key signature.
Yes. And
that's how we know it's you.
Bring it back.
It's even on the cards. Hey, show them the cards. It's on the cards, fam.
Bro, I don't even have any Laura Sanko or Megan O'Leary cards, unfortunately.
Megan O, I need you to bring that back, please.
Nah, for real. And like, no, show them. Girl. Show them digits off. Show that fucking.
Hey, whoever be doing Yo Jones, shout them out. Hey, I want to shout out Christine on 125th and Champagne, who be hooking me up. Now, what Conor needs to do is get in the octagon because you know what I'm saying, and then just go on with it.
Exactly. No, you ain't wrong, man. We miss it. So Megan O, please hook us up.
Megan O. Respect.
Megan O.
Buddha bless you.
Man. But yeah, we'll go actually, and yeah, jumping back in after this little intermission here. This was the first leg.
Parlay boys.
Parlay boys.
This was my pick, or yeah, hold up. Let me double check because I swear to God, their website's got it all out of order. I'm going back over to SureDog, who actually puts the stuff in order and keeps it in order.
No, it's all good. With your boy Jesse Butler versus Brad. I'm Brad the Body down on the ground, Katona.
I feel bad making this my parlay pick because
why?
Because I knew he was gonna win again. He's the tough winner.
Yeah.
I know that they're probably gonna give him some cans or a gradual step up in competition. They want this dude to succeed.
Right.
But they hook him up with a favorable matchup. What does this motherfucker do? For 2 rounds, does the lay and pray game. Gets the takedown and ain't do shit with it but hold him there. It's boring, dude. This shit remind me of it just that stagnation from like the early 2000s of the UFC. You trying not to lose instead of trying to win.
Like you trying to. It's like when motherfuckers be on Call of Duty or some shit and they like trying to preserve they kill death ratio. Like you play, so you're not just going in and playing and like either figuring out the game or like, oh, I need to get good at this one thing, so I'm gonna practice that. You're like, no, I'm gonna go in, do as minimal as possible. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool, I'm dead. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Brad Katona's like the Olive Garden of the UFC, only worried about that bread and butter.
Right. And so it's like you want to be great, but you ain't doing nothing to do that.
Yeah, and in his defense, I guess, you know, after he had them 2 rounds in the bank, he came out in the 3rd round swinging, taking chances and shit. Where was this the first 10 minutes though?
Right.
And I get you trying to build your resume, you trying to make that record look nice and tidy. Got to preserve that KD, as you were saying. Yeah. But ain't nobody trying to see that shit. Like, I fucks with dude. He actually, you said because this dude came from Tough, he was the dude on the season that basically, this was the Chandler and Conor season, right?
Yeah.
because you said that he was on Team Chandler, but he wanted to cross over. He wanted to go to the dark side, and not even for Conor, but for Conor's coaches.
Yeah, because they were his coaches.
And he made it happen, though, because that's who he's still training with.
Yep.
So I'll give him credit for that, but you got to step up the entertainment value a little bit. That's one thing you should be trying to take from Conor is that showmanship, that stage presence, you know, putting asses in seats, not putting asses to sleep.
Right. You feel me?
Yeah. Needless to say, though, Katona got the unanimous decision victory. So your boy got a parlay hit right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can have that.
Oh, hold up. Yeah. Let me add another notch on the belt.
He said, let me add another notch. So where we at with the official tallies?
So, and I could be a little off with the actual official numbers. I might have to go back and count up the actual number of events that we've had up to this point, but I think we're 19 events into this year. We've had 19 events in between fight nights and pay-per-views. So that puts my tally. I broke double digits last week with the dub. So I'm officially at 11-8 for this year, which ain't too bad. I'm doing better than 50% now, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it. My picks ain't jinxed. I just got to be doing it right. And I mean, while we talking on it, I mean, we can go ahead and skip a couple fights and bounce back to them. But
what's Paul at?
Parlay boys.
Well, Paul is at actually, I think 11 wins right now himself, and his parlay pick for the night. We'll just jump up to his real quick because we'll talk about it. But main event, he picked, or no, it wasn't even main event, was it? Hold on. Let me double check on what this fool's parlay pick was.
Was it Reyes?
He picked Jacoby.
Yeah, so he didn't hit.
Yeah, no, and I think his heart wanted to go with Reyes because he just kind of knew. When Jacoby, I'm always going to be Team Jacoby because Springfield native. I don't care if he claims it or not. Motherfucker's from here. I've met this dude. I saw him when he was still training with Warrior Concepts and on the Pro-Am circuit. So, this dude, I'm always going to ride with him. And especially, too, I think up to going into last night, Reyes was on a 4-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
He had fought nothing but killers, don't get me wrong, but he has not looked the same since the John Jones fight.
No.
Everybody claims he won that. And again, it might have been close, but you got to beat the champion to be the champion. And he didn't do it. It was a close fight. Even I've watched it a couple times since then, and I still gave rounds 3 through 5 to Jones, no doubt. And round 2 was even a swing round. That's why one judge had it scored 49-46, and the other 2 was 48-47. Gang, close fight does not mean you won fights.
Right.
So right now, yeah, Paul is at 11 notches. My 11 notches, so I'm officially tied for second. So what up, bitch? I'm coming for you, Paul. I'm about to overtake you here this next Sunday. And we'll go ahead and talk about your son.
Parlay boys.
Mr. Raul Rosas Middleton.
He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of him.
Now, this was a little bit of adversity for your boy.
Oh, yeah. It started off tough for him because came in and bit off a little bit much at the beginning, but he's young and he gonna make the mistakes. But what's dope about him is he really adjusts quickly. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, yep, I fucked up. Let me stop overextending.
Well, really, too, what happened, I think Tertios had signaled for a hand touch to start out the fight and then went in there and started throwing kicks as soon as they got in range. He didn't give him even a chance. he pulled some bitch shit.
Yeah.
And Rosas bit on it, and I would have too, because again, you got to, if somebody's asking for some sportsmanship before the fight, I'm obliged. Like if I was in that same spot, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like started going straight to them legs and to that body with them kicks, man, was eating Rosas up there at first. Got him taken down too.
Yeah.
At the back, was rear naked choking this dude, and it was deep. Like, it was deep.
It was in there, yes. And look, and as he had a triangle on him, had him in the rear naked choke, he was in the 99% zone, fam. And look, and so he's doing this. He said, "Bah!" That shit dropped to 96%. He said, "Bah!" 85%.
Yep.
Bah! 72. Each hit, fam. He was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait a minute, fam." Like I don't know where this power was coming from while he was getting choked. But I was like, "Oh my God." Like like it wasn't like, "Oh, I'm doing this to try to like get you." No, it was like from over here up from Atlanta, nigga, bow, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Ended up hitting them like 3 or 4 times like that, and I guess loosened him up enough.
He survived the round. Survived the round.
Survived the round, came out next round, tried to do it again. He said, "No, reverse this time. Get your dumb ass in a rear naked choke, nigga."
Hey, and I give Rosas credit too, because he didn't have a cinch right away. He didn't panic. He didn't try to blow his arms out, going for something he didn't have. He started bopping him some more. Said, "Hey, take that body shot. Take that to the head. I'm going to the body. Oh, went to the body. I got your neck now."
Yeah.
Cinched it up.
That.
Went from being rear naked choke to finishing by rear naked choke. Got himself.
Hey, and I'm glad you listening to your mama and your daddy again, man. You know what I'm saying?
They must have did something right for him, because he immediately after the win in his post-fight speech said, 100 G's, Dana. And this kid ain't doing that, so he gonna get himself a nice little sports car or something like that. Actually, his prior fight had asked for the bonus just so he could buy his mama a minivan. He asked for the 100K bonus this time so he could buy his mama a new house.
Word up.
So dude's got his head in the right place, man. Taking care of his family. And just, I ain't got nothing but respect. Plus, this kid is 19, Hispanic, and fighting in Louisville, Kentucky. And did you hear that pop of the crowd?
Yeah.
They love this kid.
Yeah, fam. No, what I saw an interview with him on the Jackson podcast with Rampage. And like he just seems like a regular ass kid, but he will just beat your ass.
Yeah.
Because they're like, "Man, what you do with all that money, man?" He's like, "Oh, I'll be getting like V-Bucks on Fortnite and going to McDonald's." And I'm like, "Bro, this nigga really is 19.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was like, "Hang out with my older brother," you know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Yep." I said, "That's it."
But like I said, yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't know if Dana threw him the 100 G's for the bonus, but he did get himself a bonus, so he got an extra 50 at the least.
Yeah, word up.
I know, like I said, we kind of skipped around there, and actually, because we talking, I gotta add a notch to yours because you did pull off a dub. I also corrected myself last Monday because I thought you had picked Carlston Harris for some reason the card before. And it was Lerone Murphy you picked. Yeah. So you got your shit. You are officially at 14.
Yeah.
14. So you 14-5 right now. Paul is 11-8, and I'm 11-8.
You're 11-8. Yeah.
So we both tied with 11. You got that 14 piece. A baker's dozen.
Fuck 12, nigga. Baker's dozen.
But the fight we left off on before kind of getting off track, there's actually another performance of the night bonus here. Charles Radke versus Carlos Prates.
Yeah.
Man, bro.
Yeah, I remember this.
This fight and the fight not the fight after, but I think it was hold on, where did that go? Why is it not even showing on their shit? Hold on.
Um,
You know which one I'm talking. I'm talking that Bruno fight is probably my favorite fight.
Yeah, Bruno Ferreira and Dustin Stoltzfus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really quick here. Yeah.
That was on the main.
Prates got a first round KO. It was late in the first. It was basically almost a full 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Got a TKO by knee to the body.
Yeah.
And this thing was fucking vicious. Just straight folded Radke.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for fucking falling and not being able to continue because that shit was just well timed and perfectly placed.
I said knees is some bullshit.
Bro, any hard body shot is some bullshit, man.
Look, yeah, you're correct. But like I've eaten like stomach hooks and uppercuts, and like you can deal with that. But like a well-timed, well-placed knee is hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Like it's almost as hard to come back from as getting knocked out from like a roundhouse. Like high kick.
No, it's you might as well be getting popped in the jaw and going to sleep. Like the way he takes it out, because dude folded. He was like a goddamn lawn chair. Just straight folded.
I believe it.
Couldn't continue, and Prates got himself an extra 50 Ks for that one.
Do you remember the what was that show, Fight Science, where they used to like do karate moves and capoeira moves?
They had the mannequins with the organs in them and shit.
Yeah,
and they had sensors in them to see how hard they was getting hit. Yes.
Okay, so
this is the Spike TV days.
Yep. So when the Muay Thai nigga came in and he got that clinch and he hit him right in the breastplate, you know what I'm saying? They said the shit registered like he got hit by a GMC truck at 40 miles an hour.
Like how they made that comparison with Francis's punch is the equivalent to getting hit by a Ford Pinto going 30.
Yeah. Like that's stupid. Them are Drago numbers.
Oh yeah. Hey, but one thing since we're talking about Francis and the Predators punching power, don't forget. Light heavyweight Pajeda scored higher on that test. He hits harder than Ngannou.
Than Ngannou.
But a lot of that has to do with technique. Francis ain't never been super technical. He's just fucking.
Yeah, he just got to throw that mud.
He's special needs strong.
You feel me?
Yes. We had a couple of decisions in between that that highlight reel. It was Ludovic Klein versus Thiago Moises. This was a unanimous decision win for Ludovic Klein. Klein looked pretty good from what I saw. Again, I think I was about 2.5 sheets to the win at this point.
Yeah.
So we definitely had some other activities going on. I also hit a joint for the first time in like a week. And shit, I was cadetted out, man.
Hey, all y'all was, fam. Your sister did that shit. She was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I said, "Yeah, I forgot. I smoke like 3 times."
No, and that's usually how I have been, man. But like lately, over this, just to give y'all viewers an idea of how little I've been smoking. My last dispensary trip was on April 7th. I bought 2 grams, and I still basically got almost at least over a half a gram left out of the 2 because I ain't been smoking a lot. Like I've been doing like 1 dab a day sometimes waiting 2 or 3 days and doing another one and then getting completely wrecked. Like I can't do this anymore. I don't know what's wrong with this. No, one of these episodes I ran solo and I made the mistake of doing a dab right before I went on and had myself a mini panic attack midway through the stream. I was like 6 minutes into doing this shit. I was like, I can't do this. I just might close out fucking Chrome because and not even say nothing. I'm just gone because I can't do this. I fought through it, got through it. Was probably my worst performance here on podcast so far, but got through it.
Hey, it happens, man.
Hey, accountability. You gotta take it when you need. You gotta self-awareness.
Right.
And
There it
because
is.
if you aware that wasn't your best performance, you're gonna do better next time.
Right. And the amateur brisket was fine. You
Bro,
know.
don't let my pops fool you. Don't let my pops fool you,
Yeah.
man. He ain't
I
no
know.
amateur brisket maker.
I know.
It was his maiden smoking though on his new smoker. He got himself a new pit boss. Had to break it in. And this dude, he can't. No, this dude can't even stay up past 9 p.m. But was out in the garage at 11:30 watching these meats smoke. Like
Just watching them.
just watching.
Hey, you know what? Like 10 years ago, I'd have been like, man, your dad's weird. But as I'm coming into my old age, I'm like, I get it.
I get it. Nah, bro. I'd be watching some meat smoke too, my dude.
Like if it was my first pit master, nigga, I'm gonna be like, see how this shit go.
Hey, let me temperature this shit.
I'm smoking everything, bro. We're having smoked s'mores.
Well, and it's a new smoker, and this is what my pops does. He smokes his brisket, his prime rib. I mean, you name it, and this dude is smoking it, except for cannabis.
Except for what?
Except for cannabis.
Oh shit.
Nah, he's like 27, 28 years sober now. And then the time about 4 or 5 years ago, somebody gave him a gummy. It told him that it was a CBD gummy.
Yeah.
This shit wasn't no CBD. This motherfucker had a panic attack and went to the hospital because he thought he was dying.
Damn.
Yeah. No, he can't handle that weed, and I think I might understand it, man, because I be doing these dabs now, and I'm like, man,
y'all lightweight, man.
I shouldn't have lied to that person when I was 17, man. I was a fucking piece of shit. What's wrong with me? And then I get in my whole head about some shit that happened 20 plus years ago. So
no. You know what it is for me though? Is motherfucking so one, it's Molly. I can't do that shit. Like
I know why.
No, but I've found out over summer camp, I'm like, okay, that's got to be the thing that like fucks me up the most without taking anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm usually good off everything else. But then recently it's been with drinking. Like I've been like, man, and not that, it's not about the hangover or anything, but it's like I still try to drink like I'm 20. You know what I'm saying? And so again, last night I'm cool in the moment and shit, right?
Yep.
And then I wake up today and I'm like, dude, how the fuck did I get here? Like, I'm like, nope.
I'm the same way, bro. I need like maybe 5-6 drinks to be feeling fine and dandy, and I could probably cut myself there and be good and just maintain it. But my problem is I forget 5 or 6 drinks in to like slow the fuck down. I'm like, oh no, we got it. This is streaking through the gymnasium.
Well, and especially because I think now that's when I only drink is in social situations. So like if we're kicking it, I'm throwing down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And we had water yesterday, so I'm like, oh, I can extra drink because I ain't hot.
What was your concoction last night? Mexican lemonade?
Yeah, Mexican Kool-Aid.
There you go. It was
basically
decent.
Sangria though.
It was decent too, almost as good as that green fucking salsa that you ain't been telling me about. Been holding out.
I didn't tell you about it because I just got put up on it. You know what I'm saying? No, because I seen it and it was like I thought it was just like a guacamole salsa verde mix. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, that looks good. I like both of those. And then I'm like, oh, tomatillo. Okay, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Nah, and any of y'all that know me knows I don't fuck with green shit. I don't like guac. I don't like a lot of veggies. But I ate the shit out of some of this tomatillo, man. Fire. Gave me life. Like maybe my taste buds finally matured a little bit more and I can start to handle this other shit. But That's some of the best fucking salsa I've ever had in my goddamn life.
Y'all fucked that up. Y'all fucked up the boars and like, no, I'm not even mad because I did the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said I knew the tomatillo was good because your little grandnephews kept what's his name? Riker?
Yep.
He was in there with the pretzel. He said he did one of them shits, closed his eyes and breathed out, fam. I said, hell no. Get your old young ass away from
me. No, like a growing ass man.
Yeah, like, dog, he dipped that shit and he said, I said, hell no.
Hey, and off topic, I got to shouts out Mr. Obi-Wan Kobe, my little man, because he did some fishing on Friday, caught a bunch of crappie. Not only caught the stuff, but got back home and cleaned the stuff himself. Got taught how to clean and prep his fish. Got some cooked up today, and that shit was fucking fire, man. So shouts out Obi-Wan Kobe, fucking
Kobetheus Prime, fam.
Kobetheus Prime, Mr. Kobe T.
Yeah. Kobetheus.
There you go. There you go. Man, so yeah, we left off at Ludovic Klein. There was another Peñale Soriano versus Miguel Baeza. Don't remember a ton about this one myself.
I think I was in the water by this time. But I did come back after the ladder broke. Sorry about that.
Hey,
I don't know how.
You good? You good?
Because, man. Anyway, but I came back for this Zachary Reese uppercut.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yup. That one kind of that we had just got back when that happened, right?
Yeah, man, that was stupid. And like literally, they were like, "All right, fight."
Yeah,
and
body
they came out because look, round 1, 20 seconds. They showed
body kick and punches is how that KO was officially classified as. Body kick and punches.
Yeah, he did hit him with a body kick.
Yep, and if I remember right, Reese was an underdog on that one, so he kind of said, "Fuck your odds. Watch this."
Yes, sir.
But this brings us to personally, I liked the Rosas fight and this fight. The Rosas fight I liked because homeboy had to deal with some adversity.
Yeah, it was
looked like he was on his way out. Started power punching, dropping that stamina. I was watching dude's bar go.
He has the strongest behind me punches I've ever seen.
Yeah, nah, bro. I almost wish he would have pulled a Poirier, though, being in guard. He should have wound up his hand and went, pop! Like, Poirier had no business doing that. I think it was in the Benoit Saint-Denis fight.
Yeah.
But Saint-Denis had his back, and he's going,
Yeah. like with the same side, and it's like, no, you got to come over. You got to choke yourself.
Rosas did it right.
Yeah.
That helped him survive.
Man, each hit you seen like his probability go up of survival.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, Bruno Ferreira and Dustin Stolfus.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, this was one of those.
It's been a minute since I've seen a spinning back elbow knockout, man.
No, that's the first one.
I think, with the elbow. Yes.
With spinning back elbow knockout. Jones did it, and like he it was
fight though.
Huh?
He hit the spinning back elbow twice in that fight.
And the second one knocked him.
It was a walk-off. Yeah, he didn't even have to follow up on that one.
No.
Got himself a performance of the night bonus on that one. And good for you, man. Like, that was spectacular.
Elbows and knees are bullshit.
I know we already kind of addressed that Dustin Jacoby did lose to Dominic Reyes. It was TKO, and to be honest, Reyes looked really fucking good in this fight. It looked like he was kind of getting back to himself. This is also his first opponent that he hasn't fought inside of the top 15, top 10 since his title fight.
Yeah.
So it was probably better for him to kind of I don't think he had a choice. This is who they were going to give him. And I was saying if he dropped this one, we was going to see that fighter release statement on Tuesday. Motherfucker just saved his job.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Live to fight another day.
Yeah, congrats. What is he? The Dominator?
Something
like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, he got himself a dub. Nice to see you back in the win column. I don't know if you gonna push for another title shot because again, 205 is scary right now. It's not like I don't know. It's not like 135.
No,
but
it ain't that scary, but it's still some hitters.
You look at the top 5, and it's dangerous enough, man. You got
their top 5 belongs.
Oh yeah, Ankalaev, Yuri.
Yeah.
Rakic is not far out of bro. Top 10 in general is fucking deadly. But main event of the evening: Nasruddin Imavov versus Jared Cannonier. This fight ended in a little bit of controversy, I guess. A little bit of a premature stoppage.
Yeah.
But I went back and watched this, and again, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna talk about it, and then I'll put my 2 cents in. First round and a half, I gave hands down to Cannonier. Was putting it on Imavov, was getting the better of the striking, was better control time. Like Jared was doing what Jared does. Like
being
I'm a man, you a man.
You a man, and I'm a man.
So we fighting. But with the second round ending, actually, it might have even been the third round. Hold on. Yeah, I think it was with the third round ending. That third round was starting to sway. I gave the third round to Imavov for sure. Like I just with what had happened the first 2 rounds, I felt Cannonier had edged it out. But by the end of the third round, I was like, Imavov won that on 2 judges. It might have been a swing round, but the tides were turning. You saw Cannonier in the corner in between the third and the fourth, and this dude looked tired. I have never seen Cannonier look tired after 3 like that.
Yeah.
So that and I called it. I was like, nah, bro, the tide, like, this is shifting. This is starting to become Imavov's fight.
Yeah.
Fourth round started, and man just started putting it on him. Just punches. He caught him, I think it was like with the overhand right, had him rocked to the point he ran from him. Like straight up pulled up what's her name? That fucking weird bitch. Chelsea Handler or some shit. Not Chelsea Handler, but Chelsea something. I can't think of her last name. This girl bugs the shit out of me. But she got punched in one of her fights. I think she was fighting Dumont and got popped and straight turned around and like fucking
ran away.
Booked it, bro. But yeah, Cannonier did one of them. They re-engaged, and again, Imavov with some nice combos had him hurt again and kind of stumbling and almost running away again. Re-engaged, popped him with another one too, and the ref said, "Hey, nah, we good." Herzog said, "I need to drink some alcohol and smoke some cigarettes, so I'm calling this right now." And the crowd booed, and I get it. Y'all in Kentucky, y'all probably drunk off their whiskey.
Yeah.
And you're not happy. You want to see
Jack went up 25% that night.
Yep.
Jack Daniels, Jim Beams, all them.
Anything with whiskey in it probably sold really well. I'll just say that. But people were upset about it, and I get it. But again, if you compare this even to like the O'Malley and Aljo fight, how many times we gonna allow somebody to get popped without answering back, without like intelligently defending themselves? Because he was not defending himself intelligently. He was getting ate up. He was already tired going into that round, and Imavov saw that, put the pressure on, and
finished him.
Again, people weren't happy about it, but I can't say it's. I've seen worse stoppages. I'll just say that. Like I've seen some crazy stuff that definitely wasn't justified. I get what the ref saw, so I can't be super mad about it.
No.
But all in all, this fight night was a little bit better than I anticipated. I thought this was going to be kind of one of them. It might work. It might not. It might be. But no, all in all, I give it 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Agreed.
Now looking forward into next week. This is the fight night I've been looking forward to, other than the other two banger of cards that we have here in the month of June, besides what we just had in UFC 302. Next week's fight card or fight night, it's gonna be at the UFC Apex. One of the final few cards is gonna be at the Apex, because they're actually they're on record saying they're closing it down. They're no longer gonna be doing fights there. He heard the fans, and the fans want a road show.
Okay.
So the Apex is slowly getting taken out.
So I see that the main event is against Alex Perez and Tatsuro Taira, who was the runner-up in the road to UFC, to Rinya Nakamura.
Really? Okay, so he lost to Nakamura.
Yes.
And Nakamura isn't ranked yet, you said, right?
Nope.
And Taira's
neither is he. And he's I think down to flyweight, or is that up one?
What's Nakamura at?
Bantam.
Okay, yeah, no, flyweight's down a weight class, yes.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, so he did the smart thing. He probably did what a lot of fighters do, going on to like the tough and road to the UFC. They be fighting out of their weight classes just to get the exposure and the experience.
Right.
And then get back down to where they feel most comfortable at.
So that's probably who I'm taking on the parlay. You
calling it now, Taira?
Yeah, because that's the only one I really know other than Josh Quinlan.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get my little
Aliskerov is in the co-main, though, against Antonio Tricoli.
Okay, yeah, Aliskerov, if I remember right, only has one loss on his record, and you know to who?
Islam, or no, Shmaev. Yeah.
Yep. This was both right before they got signed. I actually want to say it was this fight that probably got them both signed.
Yeah,
because that shit was back and forth, and a lot of people who got exposed to Hamzat anyways right off the bat saw this dude go 4 fights in the UFC without taking a significant strike. They thought this dude was Superman. I knew for a fact, like, hey, he's good, but the motherfucker he fought to get in is good too. And this was back and forth. Like, really, Aliskerov was looking really good until he got caught and got slept.
Right.
That's been his only loss. He's been on a tear ever since he got into the UFC. And let me just pull up his record, or his past opponents here really quick. So yeah, he's only had 2 fights in the UFC now at this point. But he fought what's his name? Hawes, Hawes.
Yeah.
And he fought Warley Alves.
Okay.
And if I'm looking at both of them, what were KO wins.
Yeah.
So he's finishing people.
Word. We had Squally on the comments. What up?
Yo, what up, Squally? 2 times?
He came on right when I flipped to the other page, so I ain't even see him.
He said,
"My bad, dog."
What's good, man? Appreciate you jumping in and saying what's up real quick. Always got love for people jumping in and want to say something. Let me take a quick look, because I know I was kind of looking at some shit. I thought about grabbing, man, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Because I was thinking I was going to go with Ulanbekov. Tiger has really kind of been doing his thing. But give me Aliskerov.
Word up. Okay. And then we got to get the haters parlay. Get who he going to go under for.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on. I might even, while we sitting here, I might just hop into the group chat and say, hey, hater. Hey, hater.
Josephine Nut, son. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
What?
Looking ahead.
Oh, yeah, the next 2 cards after this one?
Oh my God. They are on garbage. Yeah, that's like all fucking hitters, bro.
Bro,
There's three bantamweight matches, and then like the rest are like featherweight and up.
Gotcha. So, another question that I was supposed to speculate or answer on. Are 12-6 elbows going to be legal in the UFC? Nevada State Athletic Commission actually already ruled that they are okay with it. It is up to the UFC now at this point, I think, to have it unified, to make it official across the board. But early, I think it was in January or February of this year, they ruled that they're okay with bringing 12-6 elbows back.
Ooh.
I fucking hot take here, but let's bring back soccer kicks. Let's get some pride style shit going on.
Yeah.
This is a fucking fight. Like, cause you gonna tell me in the street, oh, I can't kick him while he's down? Nah, bro, that's fair game. You trying to win a fight, and a soccer kick is a technique.
They trying to sneak niggas in 303, fam. Because they only got like 3 fights for each card right now. Yeah. And those are already bangers too.
Hey, and you know what? Like, this might be a little bit of a hot take, but right now, I'm thinking that this Saudi Arabia card might be a better card than 303.
Yeah.
Especially if the main event of Conor and Chandler fall off, they need to make it a fight night. They don't even be calling it a pay-per-view. You already finessed everybody with $15,000 floor seats and the promise of seeing Conor. And so what if he doesn't fight? Y'all gonna reimburse? Fuck no,
Fuck
you're not.
no. Because they ain't even reimburse us for fucking VIP that we didn't get.
Fuck, bro. Don't even get me started on that.
Hey, it's all good. Never again.
Bro, and did you see the price for VIP this year for the International Fight Week?
No.
Starting out at a G.
Huh. Fuck you.
You won't get me again, bitch.
The fuck?
But yeah, no, like I said, this upcoming fight night, the Perez and Tyra card, this is going to be a good card. Actually, I kind of like what they're doing here. They did the same thing. They didn't really have a choice after 300 of slowly building up the card, starting off with like a kind of card, and then this card's a little better. And then by the time you got to 302, you're like, oh shit, this is a fighter card.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely stepping it up with this upcoming one. And then, like I said, on June 22nd, the Riyadi Saudi Arabia card that's going to be free on ABC, if I remember proper. Whitaker versus Chimaev.
On ABC?
On ABC.
Never.
And bro, holy shit, they got Whitaker as a plus 170 dog. You ain't tricking me, Vegas. I know who the Reaper is. I know who the fuck Bobby Knuckles is. Are you gonna tell me that Hamzat had struggled that much with Gilbert Burns, but you're gonna open him up as a minus 205 against the Reaper? Nah.
Yo.
I'm Team Whitaker on this one. I like Chimaev, but I still think he's overhyped.
We will see.
He ain't seen somebody the level of Whitaker's all around just fight IQ and ability.
Yeah.
And
that's Pavlovich Volkov too, fam.
Yep. You also got Johnny Walker and Volkan Ozdemir.
Yeah.
Gastelum and D-Rod.
Yeah.
Sheriff Bullet Magomedov versus a Silhouette.
Renat Fakhretdinov
bro.
Nazarat Hopperas.
You got one of the brothers Basharat on the card too.
Yep. Dennis Talulin's on there.
Bro, no, they snap on that card.
That's what I said. This is like a juggernaut card, fam.
Bro, this should be a pay-per-view.
Yeah. And then your boy Peyton's on 303.
Oh yeah, no, and see, when I said this might be a hot take that the Saudi Arabia card is gonna be better than 303, but I peeked ahead and I saw, with UFC 303, obviously you got Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler still listed as the main event. Co-main, Jamal Hill versus Carlos Solberg. And let me just take a second to address this fuckery that Jamal Hill be on lately. Because I ain't never seen somebody have a fall off as quick as this motherfucker trying right now.
Yeah.
Like constantly on socials defending or complaining about what happened at UFC 300. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Bro, y'all touch gloves. You said you're good. You threw a punch before he countered you. How are you not good?
How are you not ready?
No, you wasn't
wait,
ready.
that didn't count.
You wasn't ready to have sweet dreams, huh?
What?
That's what he's trying to say.
Oh, that I could understand.
But then he's had like 3 or 4 really bad takes on what happened with the fight, and I think people got talking in his ear like, "Oh, that was kind of unfair," and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? It wasn't, man. It wasn't fair. Oh, if I fight you again, it's gonna be different. We gonna see, bro. You said this the whole lead up to the first fight,
right?"
I told you was making a mistake when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna stand with them." Nah, bro. If you trying to beat this dude, take him down. And even then, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, and this might be a hot take, and you ain't gonna believe it until you see it against Ankalaev. If it does happen, this dude ain't gonna be touched on the ground. Look at who the fuck he's been training with for the last 2.5 years. And I guarantee you, when they training, they barely train in stand-up because dude's already a world-class kickboxer.
Right.
This dude has been drilling ground technique, ground defense, all of this shit for the past 2+ years.
He's
Y'all
like
ain't seeing him
Chuck
on the
Liddell
ground.
3.0 fan.
Y'all ain't seeing him on the ground. But
He's getting ready to be like straight to the point Anderson Silva. Not like, you know what I'm saying? But all the same shit. All the same.
Bro, I found something. I was today years old when I learned that Alex Pereira was cornering Anderson Silva for his fight against Izzy.
Say that one more time.
He was in Anderson Silva's corner when the Spider fought Izzy.
Oh, shit.
This has been a long, long arc for my dude. And I'm happy that it played out the way that it did. There's some fights like I went back and watched the Gastelum and Izzy fight, the fight that basically got Izzy the title shot. And there was a point in the second round or the third round of that fight, or towards the end of the fight, where Gastelum had Izzy rocked, had him on ice, frozen like Elsa, if you want to use Izzy's own words for it. But had one of the worst fight IQ moments, had him rocked, and went in for the takedown. Like, if you would have kept that pressure on him, he probably would have TKO'd Izzy, and we might not have had this whole style bender 4 years of dominance at 185.
Yeah.
But he got through it. But I think it had to play out that way. It had to play out the way that it did, and the dominance had to be the way that it was to bring this fucking killer in. To bring in this kryptonite.
Yeah. He said, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah, nah, bro. And again, he flipped the whole dynamic, because what did he say? Oh, this dude's a nobody. He's gonna be in some shitty bar somewhere saying, "Oh, I beat that guy one time." Well, who's the person with the drinking problem now saying, "Hey, I beat that guy one time"? The style bender.
Damn.
And I still love you, Izzy. But you had to eat a little bit of humble pie there. It didn't affect you too much because it sounds like you're going to be getting a title shot here in the next few months against DDP.
Yeah.
So,
which was the whole point anyway.
Yep. And again, I know you got yours back at 185. But don't go try to see this man at 205. It is not going to end well for you. Like it's not. You're not seeing him at 205. You couldn't see Jan Blachowicz at 205. You're not getting anything but a concussion if you fight Poatan at 205.
Right.
So just stay in your lane. Go battle it out for a true African champion.
The real African.
But yeah, I just there's a lot of stuff that is coming up. It sounds like too, they ain't even got it on paper yet, but the Sphere card is gonna be it's gonna rival UFC 300 as far as star power, because it sounds like they working on having 3 title fights on that card.
Ain't they doing Noche at the Sphere?
Yes, but right now I think the main event at Noche is Merab and O'Malley, and the only reason they getting away with that is because Mexico's claiming Merab, because Merab claimed Mexico. I remember you see like it's not Merab anymore, it's Merab.
Merab. Merob.
Bruh, nah, we got a lot of stuff. Like
I got it, man. Let me look at that real. Well, hold on. Let me look at that real quick. No.
But man, yeah, no, and I'm gonna tell you this too, just to kind of to finalize my thoughts about Jamal Hill. Man, you better show up and you better try to handle business, because this is going to be one of the quickest fallouts I've ever seen. If you let number 11 come in there and sleep you, because you two were talking about what happened a couple months ago, man.
Right.
And Oldberg is perfectly capable of doing it too.
All day. They don't have it up yet.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's why they've got. I've seen a couple unofficial cards, but yeah, they literally. So it's gonna be Merab and O'Malley, Shevchenko and Grasso number 3.
Yeah.
And I think there was supposed to be a third. They're even talking maybe possibly Pajeda and Ankalaev. And again, that could be speculation just in the community.
Word up. Cause yeah, if that's as long as it ain't rent, you know what I'm saying? I'd go to, because I've been wanting to go to the Sphere. And yes, I'm going to be German when I'm there. So we'll see what that costs. And as long as I ain't got to win the lottery, I might do that.
And hey, just a quick one more glance ahead to July 27th in Manchester, United Kingdom. We're gonna have UFC 304. Leon versus Bilal Muhammad. You got Tom Aspinall putting his fake belt on the line against Curtis Blades.
Word up.
Bobby Green versus Paddy Pimblett. And again, I think Bobby Green really gonna expose that Paddy ain't that, but I could be wrong too. And again, yeah, Muhammad Makayev versus Manal Kopp. Ooh, bro, fire alert. That is going to be a banger of a fight. You got number 6 versus number 7. Kind of hate how close they are rank wise, but that's going to be a good fight. And I think Makayev has it, but Kopp, when he's on, it's decent. Y'all got Meatball Molly McCann versus Bruna Brazil. And a bunch of, I'm not going to say they're no names, but a bunch of other names that you probably wouldn't know unless you follow this. It looks like they got a lot of United Kingdom fighters on it.
Yeah.
A lot, which I don't blame them. But this is also, I feel bad for their people, the people that are actually going to be watching this fight, because we're going to be watching it at our normal time. Their main event isn't happening until like 5 or 6 a.m. their time.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of doing them a little bogus. But hey, what that tells me is that where the pay-per-view money comes from.
Yeah.
They ain't worried about the UK pay-per-view money, because I think a lot of times too, even when stuff's on pay-per-view, they still show this shit on like Sky Sports out there.
Yeah.
So they ain't even having to buy the pay-per-views. So y'all can go ahead and stay your asses up until 6 a.m. You do it anyways, any other card. Don't, hey, please, my English brothers and sisters, don't come at me. I'm just talking shit. You got to remember, I'm just a guy on a couch.
And I'm just the nigga that bakes the biscuits.
And brings the tomatillo.
You feel me?
Man, I still can't get over that shit.
Well, next time you go to Meyer, fam.
Oh, bro, it's already on the list. Like that's
it's on there.
It's got to happen, man.
That's funny.
The best tasting green shit I've ever had besides marijuana. On that note, though, I think we gonna call it a night. We actually ran a little bit longer than normal, which is okay. I'm cool with it, especially if the conversation's flowing. I'm a ride with it. But I appreciate you joining me here tonight. I appreciate you coming out and joining me at the crib last night and actually watching this. It was a link up and actually watching the event together. It's been a couple months.
Word, yep. No, it was fun. The ladies had a good time. The dogs had a good time.
Dogs had a good time. Hey, and my pops' dogs did a lot better than I expected. The only one that wasn't having a good time was Mr. Dobie. Mr. fucking...
And he eventually, like after, like right before we left, I think they worked it out. You know,
he started to chill out. They squashed the beef.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So,
hey, so what I need y'all to do out there is just like Dobie and the boys. I need y'all to squash that like button, squash that subscribe button. Get up in the comments, say some shit. We'll address it next weekend. We gonna be here. But I hope y'all have a good night. I hope you have a good night, Mr. Co-host. And you already know this has been It's Almost Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.